You're welcome. I'll take you through the details now. Customers of embattled gold dealership firm Menzgold will from next week begin receiving payment for their locked-up funds. In a statement issued yesterday, the company said payment will start with funds at hand now as it attempts to recover the debt owed Menzgold overseas, especially in Dubai and Europe. Head of Public Relations Niyama Amatefio tells JoyNews the payment will follow a scheduled plan. He joins us live with more. Hello, Ms. Ama.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now, there seems to be conflicting information regarding the payment. What is the way forward as far as the payment of your customers is concerned? How is it going to look like?
Well, there's no confusion at all. If you are saying there's confusion, where is the confusion coming from? Because as far as we are concerned, there's no conflicting statement anywhere, and there's no confusion in the minds of management and customers. So where is the confusion coming from?
Okay, so I'll tell you where the confusion is. Yesterday, you released a statement, and in that statement, you ordered, you instructed, I should say, your lawyers to be a part of those who will be distributing these monies. The lawyer has issued a statement saying that they do not have that capacity, and that statement is in complete contrast to the statement you sent yesterday, Zamate.
Okay, all right. I think you are wrong on that. If you look at the statement that we issued, I'm sure you have a copy of our statement.
We do.
If you look at the paragraph 3 and 4, what we said was that because Menzgold assets remain frozen, which implies that we cannot debit any of our bank accounts in Ghana in view of this constraint, our lawyers shall agree with claimants upon invitation as to where and how to legally receive payment. It never said anywhere that Coup and Coup are responsible for payment of funds to our customers. No. If you read the 4, we also said that claims shall be settled in full and shall be subject to an invitation from our legal team, Coup and Coup. So what they are supposed to do is to facilitate the payment of funds to our customers by inviting the customers to agree with the customers as to where and how to legally receive their payment. Simplicity.
So you're saying that the work that you've actually asked or instructed the lawyer to do is to help with where and how the payments will be done?
Good. So it was based on this statement that I think some customers erroneously, or maybe the word I use is so big, but they had that perception that immediately we mention Coup and Coup, that means that they are responsible for payment. So I'm told that a lot of customers start calling his outfit, and they start calling personally, asking him when they should come for their money. And it was based on that that he issued that statement, stating or trying to clear the air by saying that his outfit is not responsible, they don't have the capacity to make payment. However, they have advised us, which that advice has already come to us already before we put the statement together, that it's a third party who will be making the payment to our customers.
Well, so it looks as if there's clearly misunderstanding between you and your lawyer, because if they had the understanding from the beginning, they probably won't put. Hang on. If they have the understanding as you're explaining now, they probably won't put out this statement I have with me here.
Okay, so I'm happy you use the word "it look as if." That's the word you use, isn't it?
I'm listening.
Right? Okay, so that might not be the real case. There's no confusion anywhere. What our lawyer did is to clarify the position that we have already made in point 4. To clarify, to say that if outfit doesn't have the capacity to pay, in fact, they are not going to be the ones paying our customers. In fact, there's a third party that's going to make payments to our customers. They are only to facilitate, and by facilitation, I mean that by inviting our customers, agreeing with them legally where and how to pay, and that ends it there.
Okay.
And then the third party will make payment.
Mr. Amatefio, thank you so much for your time this afternoon here on News Today. Well, just so you know, I'll read for you and show you a copy of that statement sent by Coup and Co. Unlimited. Coup and Co., that's the legal firm that represents Menzgold. Now, this is the statement they put out following the statement that Menzgold put out yesterday. It reads 18th December 2019. That's a response to or reply to Menzgold payment schedule and formula. It says, our attention has been drawn to the press release dated 18 December 2019 by Menzgold Ghana Limited, the client, in respect of the above mentioned. Paragraph 4 of the press release is to the effect that Kwame Ekufu and Co. Unlimited, on behalf of the client, has been instructed to make payments to its creditors. It goes on to say, we have informed the clients that the firm does not have the quote capacity to carry out, and capacity, by the way, is bolded, written in red ink, to carry out the said exercise. The firm is therefore unable to accept instructions in that regard. Under the circumstances, we have advised the client to instruct a third-party entity to carry out the instructions in respect of the above mentioned. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Kwame Ekufu and Co. Unlimited, and it's signed by Kwame Boafo Ekufu Esquire of Ekropon Ekwapem. Let's move on with some other stories. The Ashanti Regional Minister, Simon Mensah, has ordered deployment of more security personnel in the Asante Mampong and Insuta areas to deal with persistent clashes between locals and nomadic herdsmen. He also wants a police station established between the two municipal capitals to facilitate crime combat. It comes after the Fulani community had alleged 22 herdsmen have been killed this year alone in the area. The latest involving 3 persons found dead in the bush a few weeks ago. Mr. Mensah was addressing the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs at Menchia. Nana Asensu Mensah has more in this report.
Mr. Mensah was addressing the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs end-of-year meeting in Kumasi. He confirmed knowledge of the alleged killing of the 3 but was silent on the claim of the 22 persons.
Insuta Biposo, Kwaman Potembona, Odeko Afram, no, Eframono. The Honso are a remote area in the Hononso, there's one police station, Bakun and Kohomai. Sen saying, full uniform and son, and a man for a cotton sobre, Omia media. A man as a Homoso, Wabu, Seobunya, almost Krumo for almost the body.
In the Afram Plains area, the recent killings of 3 Fulani herdsmen has sparked confrontation between the locals and the herdsmen. We are in talks with the IGP and Interior Minister to establish police station and deploy more personnel to patrol the area.
Meanwhile, Mr. Mensah has admitted the fight against illegal mining has only been partly successful.
Sanso na galamsey no apart from there otumfo igina wanim ene na nanu wanim na meka se etu ase a na meji ntro pepem sambre ye woni pa ne bi onhyehyem
Although the illegal mining has been minimized, otumfo, truth be told, still some unscrupulous people are mining in the bushes. Some of them have been arrested and arraigned before court. Yet, some people are still mining with impunity, but we will not relent until the war on Galamsey is won.
On concerns about poor roads in the region, he announced 2.2 billion Ghana cedis has been earmarked for rehabilitation works.
Na de ahadwen kese no eyesikasem no nyamincha de omampani bansra hwe twato wasante mantem no o de tuja se abanu tua 2.2 billion ama contractors washase etua sika no nti contractors no bebre no ashase ekọ.
The reason road construction in the region has slowed is that government is owing most of the contractors, but God being so good, the president has secured 2.2 billion cedis to pay contractors. The works have begun on most of the roads from Anglaga Junction to Airport Roundabout, and most of the roads in the metropolis.
For JoyNews, Nana Asensu Mensah, Kumasi.
Away from Kumasi. Let's head to the courts now, because a defense lawyer in the trial of persons accused of plotting to overthrow government has accused state prosecutors of abusing their prosecutorial powers. Victor Adawudu told an Accra High Court that his client have been kept in custody for 3 months without a trial commencing. He urged the court presided over by Georgina Mensah Dacha to grant them bail. This is the second time Mr. Dawudu is making such an application. The High Court, presided over by Justice George Boede in November, ruled that the accused persons were lawfully arrested and have not been kept in custody unreasonably. JoyNews' Joseph Akable, our court correspondent, joins me with more. Hello, Joseph.
Hello, Gifty.
Joseph, how did this application go?
And so the state prosecutors responded to the application that was made. They indicated that this is a crime that is a serious one, for which reason the prosecutors will require more time to carry out investigations. They said that the evidence they've gathered so far is of the nature that once they put it before the court, the very foundations of the nation will shake. And so they expect the court to agree with them that indeed they need some more time to carry out the investigation, for which reason the case has dragged. And so they urge the court to refuse the bail application. Justice Mensah Dacha adjourned proceedings to Friday to deliver her ruling on the request for bail.
Is this Friday?
That's tomorrow, Gifty.
That's tomorrow. But on what basis do they say? Which other arguments does the lawyer make concerning the accusations he levels against state prosecutors?
And so the lawyer made a point that as far as they are concerned, the charges against them are trumped-up charges. There's no evidence supporting the charges. And if indeed the state has been gathering evidence for the past 15 months prior to filing this case, bringing a number of months, 18 months, they find it strange that after 18 months, the state will still be saying that they are carrying out investigation. The interesting bit about today's proceedings is also that the candidate at 1 p.m. will also be hearing the substantive case of the prison planning against the 10 individuals. And so that will be called in some few minutes to come. And at the last date, the state prosecutors had again informed the court, the Canadian District Court, that investigations were still ongoing. And so it remains to be seen as to whether they have since forwarded the docket to the Attorney General or they are now about doing so, and whether they will again ask the court once again to remand the individuals to the custody of the military and the police pending further investigation.
And from my understanding, based on what you've said, this involves all of the coup plotters who have been represented by lawyer Adawudu.
That is so.
Thank you, Joseph Akable, our court correspondent, bringing us up to speed on that particular developing story. Tomorrow, we'll hear what the court says about that case. Now, the Whole Teaching Hospital Chief Executive Officer, Dr. John Tampori, has announced that several measures are being implemented to standardize operations at the facility. He has therefore urged workers there to renew their commitment to work and prioritize customer satisfaction as the facility strives for perfection in service delivery. Mr. Tampori was speaking at the hospital's 2019 Thanksgiving service and Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols ceremony.
The ceremony brought together all departmental staffs to celebrate and thank God for his guidance throughout 2019. It was spiced with words of exhortation and 9 lessons from 9 scriptures read by officers of the facility. The Whole Teaching Hospital Choir and the Global Evangelical Church Choir delivered the 9 carols. Addressing the gathering, the Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Tampori, outlined steps are being taken to standardize operations of the facility.
You know, this year the status of the hospital changed from a regional hospital to a teaching hospital on the 29th of April 2019. And the change in status obviously means a change in the way we do things.
Apologies for that sound there. Moving on from there, fresh fishmongers at the Kanishi market have been given 1 week to comply with a directive to have their mandatory health cards done or risk having the place closed down. AMA sanitation inspectors on a follow-up visit to the market discovered some of the women had not undergone the health screening exercise. Inspector Joseph Asatinga barked out the instructions, which drew angry reactions from some of the traders. Komla Adom was with the team on their final official outing for this phase of the campaign, and here is the first of his four-part piece.
Unpleasant memories of a fresh fish hub of a Kaneshi market played back on my mind as we made our way to the same spot on our follow-up visit. As we meandered our way through a packed market, basking with activities some traders murmured.
Anybody that is refusing to come, carry their things.
The team was optimistic the traders here, especially at the fresh fish market, had complied with the directives issued on our last visit. There were generally improved sanitary conditions and fish products displayed on cleanly kept tiled platforms. But the inspectors were unhappy about this.
The last time we came, we asked all of them to do the screening. You can see the butchers, they have done it, but the fish sellers are still refusing to undergo.
It took some time to get the attention of the busy fishmongers.
Carry the things. Anybody that is refusing to come, carry their things.
And finally, when the inspectors got their attention, this was their word.
We may be forced to take action against the heads of the fish sellers. If it's for us to take them to court, we will take them to court, then court will order them to undergo the screening because a lot of them did not do it. It's only about few people that have done it.
Mami Efua, who leads the horde of mongers here, told the team she had run out of steam trying to get the recalcitrant traders to comply with the directives from them to have their health cards done.
What she's saying is that she, as a leader here, she announced the last time you came that all the traders should go and get their cards and screening done. Some of them did, others did not. But because she doesn't want anybody to disrespect her and insult her, she doesn't want to push so hard. But when the team comes on and they find out that people have not complied, they should arrest them.
But had she led them by example?
Hey, me first. I'm She
as an individual, as a leader, she has done hers, but because she doesn't want anybody to disrespect her and insult her, she doesn't want to push so hard.
The task force would give them just 1 week to deal with the problem.
And then Wednesday, you come market, I'm paying for no. I have a padlock, a baba padlock.
On Wednesday, when the team returns here and the traders do not have their health cards and comply with the directives, this place is going to be shut down.
In the coming weeks, entry into this fresh fish hub at the market will be based on whether occupants have their health cards or not. In the second part of this four-part piece, I will take you to the fresh meat abattoir and butchery and show you what impacts the Clean Ghana project has made there.
Tony, I gata home. Just a fee. I do gata you out to a day away into a yellow fair. Let us clean everywhere. The market, the gata, the station. Let us clean everywhere. Ashama Fadama.
Komla Adom with that report. We're taking a quick break. We're still to come, beautifying the capital city with Christmas trees and lights ahead of the festive season. We'll tell you more about that project. Just stay with us. You're welcome back to the show. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, commercial tricycles in the whole municipality, popularly known as keke, are gradually becoming a favorite for many commuters. Maunya Koji is among 5 women who has ventured into this male-dominated job to help solve the transportation challenges of whole residents. JoyNews' Emmanuel Jivenu was in the whole township and reports.
Meet 37-year-old Maunya Koji as she calls for a passenger under the morning's blazing sun. Maunya is a commercial tricycle rider. She's one of 5 women in this male-dominated keke business in the whole municipality.
I used to sell shoes and sandals, and I moved from the selling. From there, I went to the market one day, and I saw one of the lady riding keke. So I went to their office at Mauli Gate to take the bike. Then they said, okay, they will take me to the training ground. From there, they will start our training up to 1 month. And then after 1 month, they give me the motorbike.
The mother of 2 is not only making ends meet, but also trying in her own way to help meet the transportation needs of whole residents.
The keke is less expensive, and when you are coming from short distance from Dome to market is 2 cedi. But when you take keke 1 cedi, it's less expensive and it helps a lot. And the air aspect too is very good. You feel comfortable in it.
When you pick a taxi, short distance and a long distance, the same price. So if I take a taxi and then it's taking me to a short distance and I'll pay 2 cedis, why won't I prefer to board Pragya, which is more affordable?
Keke has become the favorite means of transportation for many commuters. It is a toast of many revelers who want to explore town due to its open space. With as little as 1 Ghana cedi, one can travel to any part of the municipality. Maunya makes many trips in a day. She says business has been good.
Business are going on very well. At times I get something better, sometimes to not even get anything. But comparing to the selling of the shoes and the sandals, I think this one is far better.
I joined her on one of her journeys to the Whole Technical University. She maneuvers her way through town with dexterity. Some patrons say they prefer women riders to their male counterparts.
O pona mi akpaji agano du sikpaji pon do wa troko anomegbe police suba osusu na nongo ami o kana kore vuoma o pagbe klofanu sianu elo asime kaka to mamela o gano akaji kaji o pomla eya kwe nana be edaji le ponyo.
Maunya hopes to build a house and take care of her children through school.
I want to do this job or ride this keke to take care of my children. I want to build a house. In the future, maybe I will leave this keke. So I have to put down some store. If I'm tired, then I will go into the store and then start selling.
Though many have raised safety concerns, the keke business has provided something to live on for Maunya and hundreds of youth who would have been unemployed. Emmanuel Jivenu reports for JoyNews from Coup.
Well, let's come back to Accra, where we're talking about making the city beautiful. Well, beautifying the capital city with Christmas trees and lights ahead of the festive season is what I'm going to talk to you about. It's about the project Light Up Accra, which has left the capital city glowing with colorful light. The median and the streets from the Akweje interchange through to the Central Business District will no longer look the same this festive season because Accra Metropolitan Assembly has taken deliberate steps to light up every corner and set the tone for Christmas. The project, dubbed #LightUpAccra, is part of the agenda to beautify the city with Christmas trees and light. Maxwell Agbagba was at a ceremony to light up the city and has come through with this report.
So, ladies and gentlemen, are we all ready? Yeah! Are we all ready? Yeah! 10.
Ecstatic screams as MC Nathaniel Attor and other dignitaries turn on the switch to light up Accra.
3, 2, 1, and 0! Let's do 3 happy cheers. Hip, hip, hip!
Motorists who knew the state of the Ridge Roundabout were awed as they drove back home. Accra, the new city of light.
I'm sitting on a canoe here at the Ridge Roundabout on the Liberation Road. Well, this canoe forms part of the decoration that we have here. Many people have already started describing Accra as the city of light. But before you compare this to what we have in the capital city of France, bear in mind the beautiful indigenous and Ghanaian concepts that went into this. I've been speaking to the Chief Executive Officer of Jandel Limited, the brain behind this beautiful decorations. She's been telling me more.
So as you can see, we have used a lot of materials that are locally available. Bamboo, metals to create these triangles. We've used wood, plywood. We've used metal over there. Everything has been local. We've used raffia to create the balls in order to hang what you see in the trees and all that kind of thing. So we have also been sensitive to the year of return concept, and that is why we brought in the canoes. You know, we brought in the canoes, which have, you know, the local
signify the occupation for those living around on the coastal line.
Exactly.
Fishing.
And use goodwill messages in Fafra, in Ewe, in Tree, and in Ga.
What were some of the challenges, you know, that came up with it? I heard you saying that sometimes when you leave this, when you started first, some people come and then pick the lights.
Started first.
Okay.
They were picking
the lights.
Yes, not the lights. They'll come and pick. I think that they thought that the gift boxes, there was something. So one day we came, they've collected all the gift boxes.
These ferry lights stretch from the Kwaje interchange to downtown Central Business District of Accra. The mayor of Accra, Mohammed Ejesowa, says there's a 5-year plan with private investors to continuously light up Accra every Christmas.
In fact, we have a 5-year arrangement with our private partners.
Okay.
You know, so that we're going to have it at least for the next 5 years. When His Excellency the President made the famous Jamestown Declaration that he wants Accra to become the cleanest city, we knew that it's a daunting task, but we believe that it is doable and it is achievable. And how do we start on a very small scale, and then as we moved on, we'll be able to cover the entire city of Accra. So as much as we clean the city, we thought of greening open spaces. We also thought of providing brick benches at open spaces for people that come into the city. But this is a very significant moment because this is the first official Christmas tree lighting in Accra.
Tourism Minister Barbara Otinjesi says the project #LightUpAccra has become necessary as the country prepares to welcome many tourists this festive season.
This is awesome. I must commend the Mayor of Accra and the companies that have supported him to execute this project, Light Up Accra, because we all know that for the year of return 2019, which we have celebrated throughout the year, December, we are expecting a huge number of people coming into Accra and into Ghana. And we need to present something good, something amazing to all of the people who are coming to Ghana because they have heard so much and they have decided to travel to Ghana. We don't have to disappoint them. And this is Christmas time, and Christmas It's about lights. It's a festival of lights. So we need to light up Accra.
Festival of love, let's do it with some light. It doesn't matter what it takes. All right, so Merry Christmas in advance, but Daryl Kwao joins me with what we have for you in Business Tuesday.